I was actually surprised at the sell-off that we've had here more recently. I think, what it tells you is the market's incredibly focused on what the Fed's going to do. And I think what the Fed came out and said is we are going to be pragmatic, we're going to be cautious, we're going to be data dependent. When you look at the timing, pace, and destination of where we're going, we're going to move slower than most of the market anticipates. The pace of that's going to be slower as well, and rates aren't going to get that high.
Because, the earnings story is really hard to deny. And I think one thing that we have to say about going into 2015 is that we're starting off a very solid footing. We've got gas prices being down 25%. So that helps. It helps the consumer, and we know that's what drives the U.S. economy. The only caveat that I would paint to the earnings picture is that, yes, the earnings of corporations should continue to be revised higher, but the exception, of course, is energy. Depending on what happens with energy prices, we could see energy earnings be a drag there.
When you think about restaurants, the first derivative of lower energy prices, we certainly like three names there. We'd point you to a Buffalo Wild Wings or a Jack in the Box. As we sort of look at in 2015, lower commodity prices across the board are going to help them because their margins are going to go up, and you've got more consumer discretionary spending. So when you think about the first thing you do when you're saving at the pump, is heading to the restaurant. But the second derivative is the consumer-facing names, things like, Deckers and a Wolverine Worldwide or a Steve Madden shoe. And the third thing we think is, as you look into 2015, technology and the technology names that haven't moved. Obviously, you're seeing a big move in Oracle today and some of the old name techs. But, when you look at a company like a Yelp, which is doing very well, a Retail Me Not, or a Shutterfly, there's some names out there that are not just going to actually be growing revenues at 20% in 2015, but will consistently be able to do that over the next several years. And there's a lot of M&A activity that probably happens in 2015 in technology.